Hello, Hillary. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. Here is the website assessment that he promised you. First off, wow, your site is beautiful. It really is. The custom drone work here and the group of your workers. This is a great shot. Whoever did your video editing and stuff was amazing. But I'm actually not here for the aesthetic part of it. It's beautiful, and that is good to help people click in when they get here. The problem is getting them here, and that's what I'm here to talk to you today about. And I'm going to walk you through everything that I find, and I'm going to show you how I did it. The first thing I'm going to show you is that I have a paid tool called Ahrefs that helps me look at the metrics of your site. The second thing I do is I go and I look at a map of the surrounding area, and I bring those up because I'm going to refer to them in a little bit. And then the next thing I do is a Google search. Now, the Google search I do as a result of the metrics of your site. So I'm going to have to describe a little bit about how Google works. There's a Google algorithm that determines the order of everything, and the only way to make yourself good on Google is to satisfy the algorithm. Now, the algorithm is not a secret. It's something that we know. So it's just a question of doing what the algorithm wants, because Google is the gorilla in terms of search engine. So, you know, when the gorilla wants to dance, you dance. That being the case, here, I'm going to describe the search order. Now, at the very top, you're going to find the paid listings. These are also the order of them determined by the Google algorithm, so you can pay for a listing and not end up at the top. I'll show you how you get up at the top of other things. Now, below the paid ones are what we call the map pack, because they are obviously located on a map. The first one is often a paid one also. But as you can see, there's 3 others here, and those folks got there by going to Google and filling out a Google business profile. Now, I don't know if you have done that yet, but if you have, it's likely that you might want to go back in and make it more thorough. The Google algorithm rewards thorough with placement. And so it's going to ask you things. It's like a Facebook profile. It's going to ask you like what year you started your business, obviously the address, website, your daily hours. There's some tick boxes that you can tick for other things. Make sure you fill that thing out as thoroughly as you possibly can. Make sure every blank is filled in, and unless it absolutely does not refer to your business, make sure there is something in a blank. Even if you're not sure what it should be, put something in there anyway. They'll tell you if it's not supposed to be there. And underneath that are what we call the organic results. Now, the organic results, again, are determined by the Google algorithm. And here is well, the first one is GAF, the folks who make roofing material. They have a list of people who no doubt use their material. And so that's the first one. Now, the second one is Kid Roof. Now, Kid Roof is the only local one that I have found at the top here. There we go. There's another one. So I'm going to refer to Kid Roofing as your Google competitor. Here is their site. It's not as dynamic as yours by any stretch of the imagination. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to your site and I'm going to copy all, and I'm going to paste it into a word counter. As you can see, it's 801 words. I'm going to go and do the same at Kid Roof, copy and paste, and you can see that they have 4,009 words. Now, that's a lot of words, but I can tell you that the minimum that Google wants is 1,500. That's probably why they are listed at the top of a lot of the searches that you would do for your area. So 1,500, but all words are not equal. So don't freak out about the difference in number. I mean, obviously the algorithm is looking for the higher number. The algorithm is just a mathematical construct. So It's just looking for the most of anything. So if you have the most words, you win, and that helps your placement. But what counts more than the number of words, I'm going to show you here on this paid tool that I have called Ahrefs. These are the keywords that you have on your website, 151. Now, compared to KidRoof, they have 1,800. And keywords are important because it's the difference between somebody finding your site because you have all the search parameters covered or them not finding your site. For instance, you are a roofing company. Why would you have the phrase monkeys eat bananas, say? So every time somebody types in the phrase monkeys eat bananas, your roofing company comes up. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about having things that are related to your industry. And it's just the same. If you don't have all the words related to your industry, you're not going to come up in the web search. So here are the words that Kid has. Austin Roof Repair, Austin Roofing Repair, roofing companies, roofing company. It's a lot of singular and plural and the difference between roof and roofing and roofer. There's also things about your gutters. There's also things about the type of roofing materials you use, tile or shake or whatever, TPO. You know, I don't know all the words in your industry because that's not the industry I'm in. I'm in this one. But there are lots of things that you can probably think of that people might type into a search result. Now, these are all those Google search queries. These are what people have actually typed in order to find a roofing company in Austin. Now, I know that you do solar also, but I'm just talking about this for now. You can do the same with your solar aspect of it also. Think about all of the solar questions that somebody might have. In fact, go to your salespeople and find out what questions people ask them the most in the field. Those are the questions that you want to have answered on your website. Let's see here. Oftentimes there are questions within these search queries. And these are the keywords that I was mentioning. Let's see here. Sometimes it says like, how long does a roof last in Texas? Something like that. Now, on a blog page, you could answer that question very simply, and it would make sure that when somebody typed in, how long does a roof last in Texas, that your site would come up. So the next thing I'm going to show you about is your backlinks. Now, here are your backlinks. You have 823. KidRoof has 3,100. Again, they win in the pure numerical aspect of it. Backlinks, and as you can see, they are many. And what you want is to go on a site that is highly rated. A highly rated site is one that in comparison to other sites, more people visit. So, and they know how many people visit each site. It's called the domain rating, the DR. Now, your site has a DR also. It is 23, which is actually really good for a company of your size. You're very nearly at KidRoof in terms of people going there, but you need to be on more backlinks. Now, they're on Wikipedia. I don't know how that came about, but it's a highly rated site. They're also on Homestead. They're also on Yellow Pages. They're also on Super Pages. This Old House. I don't see them on Angie's List, but these are all sites that you could be on that are highly rated. You want to be on anything that's 70 and above. That's going to beat them because they don't have that many. Look, they drop off of the 70s just part of the way down the page here. You could actually beat them despite the number of backlinks that they have by getting on better backlinks. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is where the rubber hits the road. This is your traffic from last month. You're down 4 from the month before. You had 139. This is their traffic from the last month. They had 5,900 clicks from people that did a Google search. So what I can tell you is that probably 5,900 clicks equaled a greater number of requests for estimates, a greater number of potential customers, and ultimately a greater number of money in your pocket. And that is completely these two metrics, and you can see them as they play out here. I just picked the first, roofer that I found, and that was this one. And you can see their metrics absolutely show that. And if I go back to that Google list, I don't find you, which is a shame, because you have an awesome website. So I hope some of the tips that I've given you today are things that you can use yourself. Certainly you can go and fill out a Google profile yourself. You don't need me for that. You can find out the organic keywords. You can find out what your sites your competitors are on by just Googling them, and that will help you improve your website. The other thing is, you probably want to spend more time roofing than you do digging around in the belly of your website. So that's where I think Eric might be able to give you a hand. If this is something that interests you, give him a call and he can guide you through the next steps. Thanks so much.